filtered a few minutes later when the Pentagon was hit by a plane. As soon as that happened, people started rushing out of the White House. The order was given to evacuate. What I first noticed as I was standing on the White House lawn, people in chef's uniforms and staffers in the 50s, 100 or so, running out of the building, out of the front door, out of the side door, making their way across the White House lawn, out of the White House, and across the street into Lafayette Park. Subsequently, of course, we were moved even from Lafayette Park. Police tape was brought out, and they secured eventually a 3-block perimeter. No one was allowed anywhere near the White House. All that time, though, National Security Advisor Condoleezza Rice and also Vice President Cheney stayed in the White House, we presume in the Situation Room, in a secure location in the White House, presumably with some others, and did their work. And as you know, President Bush was in Florida at that time, left Florida rather quickly, went to a military installation in Louisiana, and then after that went to another military installation, an Air Force base in Omaha, Nebraska.
To other surrogates around the globe. What happens with Osama Bin Laden, his network is so widespread that normally it's about 4 or 5, sometimes 6 or 7 layers away from him are the actual individuals who carry out the attacks, and often they don't know who they're carrying out the attacks for. So they try to keep it so Osama Bin Laden, it doesn't point directly to him. He never claims responsibility for his acts, and they seem to think the same thing may have taken place here. But indeed, right before the Millennium attacks, they certainly saw a lot of activity around his camp. Some of his key men were being dispatched to different locations around the globe, and they said that indeed they did see at least some activity around his camps in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, and some indications. Another thing we reported earlier today, on June 20th of this year, Osama Bin Laden's followers released a videotape of Osama Bin Laden saying that he's going to hit them where it hurts, and he talked about hitting targets in U.S., also and in Israel. So there were some indications that he was going to go after his followers, go after his enemies, and go after them with a vengeance. But now I'm being told, John, from law enforcement sources that it is much more than just sort of the sense that he was capable of carrying out this attack, that he had obviously the financial resources, certainly the infrastructure around the globe, right, but that they are getting strong indicators pointing in that direction. Right now, not 100%, but getting strong indicators pointing there.
Rita Cosby, if you would stand by, we have more information coming in. We've gotten word that there's a convoy of military vehicles in Washington, D.C., passing through the section of Washington known as Georgetown, working their way west, headed towards Georgetown. No indication as to what exactly they're planning to do, but that is coming in, being confirmed. Also, President Bush is due to speak to the nation a little bit later tonight. At this moment, he is in the air, heading back to Washington.